Kimmi finally speaks out. Destiny Payton's hidden love story shocks fans. When Kimmi Scott made that half-joking, half-serious comment about helping Destiny choose better male friends, it wasn't just another playful line tossed into a scene. It was the kind of statement that instantly shifted the air in the room. You could almost hear fans sitting at home pause, blink, and lean closer to their screens. Social media lit up within minutes, because as anyone who follows love and marriage, Huntsville knows, nothing on this show is ever just a joke. Every side glance, every smirk, and every carefully timed sentence comes with a history, a layer of tension, and an unspoken truth behind it. This wasn't just entertainment, it was the spark that ignited a storm. To understand why such a quick comment landed so hard, you have to look at the people involved. The woman behind the words, who is Kimmi Scott? Kimmi Scott is not new to this game. She has been on reality TV long enough to know that every word can shape how people see you. On the surface, she has always come across as calm, collected, and reasonable. She's a nurse by profession, a wife devoted to her husband Maurice, and often the cast member who tries to keep the peace when others explode. She doesn't throw drinks or scream across tables. She's soft-spoken and carries herself with grace. But make no mistake, Kimmi is no pushover. Behind her quiet tone is a sharp mind and an even sharper tongue. She knows exactly how to say something that lands deep without ever raising her voice. Fans respect her for her honesty and admire her ability to stay level-headed. At the same time, some argue she has mastered the art of throwing shade without ever looking messy. She can deliver a jab wrapped in silk, and half the time, people aren't even sure if she was being nice or calling someone out. That's what makes her so fascinating and dangerous. When Kimmi speaks, people stop and listen, because they know there's always more beneath the surface. Then, there's Destiny Payton. Destiny is bold, fiery, and unapologetically outspoken. From the moment she stepped onto the scene, she brought energy that could light up a room or set it ablaze. She's quick-witted, strong-willed, and not afraid to stand her ground. Yet, behind that strong exterior lies a woman who has faced more than her fair share of heartbreak. Destiny's life has played out in full view of millions. She went through a whirlwind marriage, celebrated the joys of becoming a mother, and then endured a painful and very public divorce. That kind of heartbreak leaves scars, especially when strangers dissect it online, turning your personal pain into gossip. On top of that, she's hustled to build her business, tried to maintain her place in the cast, and fought to carve out her own lane while constantly feeling like she's under a microscope. Destiny is tough, yes. But when it comes to love, she's vulnerable. She's been burned, and she knows the world has seen it. Now picture the scene: Kimmi and Destiny are sitting together on camera. The mood is supposed to be lighthearted, but tension is never far away on this show. With her signature calmness, Kimmi leans in and says, "Maybe you need help picking male friends." Her tone is playful, her face smiling, and her voice soft. On the surface, it sounded like a joke. Destiny laughed too, leaning into the banter for a second. But if you looked closely, there was more happening. Reality TV is not just about the words, it's about the eyes, the body language, and the subtle shifts you catch if you pay attention. For a split second, Destiny's smile faltered. Her body leaned back ever so slightly. The laughter seemed forced, more like a mask than genuine amusement. Fans noticed instantly. That flicker of discomfort told the real story. Within hours, Twitter and Instagram were flooded with clips of the moment. People slowed the video down, zoomed in on Destiny's expression, and debated what really happened. Was Kimmi simply being funny? Or was she taking a subtle dig at Destiny's deepest insecurities? The internet wasted no time dividing into camps. Some fans defended Kimmi. She was just joking. Destiny needs to learn to take a joke if she's going to be on a reality show. Others argued Kimmi went too far. She knows Destiny's love life has been a sensitive spot for years. That was low, especially on camera. And then there was the third group, the ones who raised a bigger question. Why is Destiny's love life always the easiest target? Everyone on this cast has gone through messy breakups, cheating scandals, or embarrassing fights. Yet, it always seems like Destiny's relationships become the punchline. That pattern doesn't just reveal Destiny's struggles, it reveals something about the group dynamic itself. Destiny's breakup with LeBarack Williams was painful to watch. One moment, she was celebrating a marriage, and the next, she was announcing a divorce under the harsh glare of reality TV cameras. That kind of rapid unraveling doesn't just vanish. It shapes the way someone reacts to every comment afterward. So when Kimmi teased her about her judgment in men, it wasn't just a casual remark. It touched an old wound. It reminded Destiny of the whispers, the judgment, and the endless scrutiny of her choices. And the truth is, Destiny has been fighting for control of her story from the very beginning. Every season, she's had to defend herself, who she's dating, why it ended, and whether she's being honest about it. Even when she tries to move forward, people drag her back into old narratives. The reason this moment caused such a stir is because Kimmi knows how to toe the line. She can say something shady, but wrap it in humor so it's never outright cruel. That's part of her strategy. She pokes just enough to stir conversation without looking like she's starting drama. This is why fans are split about her. Some think she's the voice of reason. Others think she plays both sides too well, stirring the pot while pretending to stay above it. But no matter what, Kimmi's words always carry weight. The producers know it too. A comment like hers is reality TV gold. It sparks debates, gets fans arguing online, and keeps people glued to their screens. What stood out most was not Kimmi's comment, it was Destiny's reaction. She didn't lash out. She didn't clap back. She didn't give the explosive moment fans might have expected. Instead, she laughed, then went quiet. Some viewers believe that silence came from strength. Destiny has learned that fighting back only gives her critics more to use against her. Others think it came from exhaustion, a sign she's tired of constantly being targeted. Either way, that silence spoke volumes. Sometimes the most powerful response isn't yelling, it's choosing not to give someone the satisfaction of seeing you break. This moment is bigger than Kimmi and Destiny. It shines a light on how women's pain often becomes the subject of jokes, how friendship can blur into rivalry, and how television can turn private struggles into public entertainment. Destiny's forced smile represented something many women know too well, the pressure to laugh off comments that cut deep, just to avoid more conflict. And Kimmi's playful jab represented how easily humor can carry judgment. In the world of love and marriage, Huntsville, perception is everything. Vulnerability is currency. And every interaction is both real and strategic at the same time. That one comment didn't stay confined to the episode. It became part of the larger narrative of the season. Fans will now watch every scene between Kimmi and Destiny with new eyes, waiting to see if the tension simmers or explodes. For Destiny, the challenge will be deciding whether to confront Kimmi directly or let the moment pass. Either way, the shadow of that conversation will follow her. For Kimmi, the challenge will be balancing her reputation as the calm truth teller with the risk of being seen as insensitive. And for fans, it's another reminder of why reality TV feels so addictive. Every small moment becomes a mirror of bigger issues: friendship, pain, rivalry, and survival in the public eye. At the core, this isn't just about a single comment. It's about Destiny's journey. She's a single mother rebuilding her life, running a business, and trying to stand tall in a space that often feels more like a battlefield than a sisterhood. She's been bruised, but she hasn't broken. Sometimes her strength looks like laughter. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like pretending to be unbothered when deep down, the sting is real. And that's why fans connect with her, because behind the glamour, she's human. She represents resilience, even when it comes with scars. Kimmi may not have realized the depth of what her words stirred up. To her, it might have been just another witty line tossed into conversation. But for Destiny, and for the fans watching, it was more than that. It was a reminder of wounds still healing, of how heavy it feels when your life is turned into entertainment. This is the brilliance and the cruelty of reality TV. Every comment is replayed, dissected, and turned into storylines that live far beyond the actual moment. Cast members are forced to relive their pain again and again as clips go viral. And yet, in the middle of it all, Destiny showed something powerful. She chose not to explode, not to give her critics more ammunition. She held her composure, even if it was hard. In a way, she took back control of the narrative because sometimes silence speaks louder than words. As the season moves forward, the real question isn't just about what Kimmi said. It's about what happens next. Will Destiny finally address the weight behind that comment? Will Kimmi recognize the line she crossed? Or will this quiet tension build until it explodes in a way nobody saw coming? One thing is certain, this story is far from over.